Hey everyone, Nick here again with Big Flick Energy, and I'm here to bring you a movie review for the movie Run. And Run is a horror movie that premiered on Hulu in November of 2020, so not terribly new, but certainly not old by any means. It is a movie starring Sarah Paulson, who most know from American Horror Story or most recently Ratched on Netflix. It is a horror movie that revolves around a mother taking care of her child because her child is sick, and it turns out that maybe the child doesn't know about her mother as much as she thought she did. So you can see where already there can be a bit of a dramatic effect, certainly some suspense, definitely a thriller, even though it's labeled as horror. I would definitely suggest it to anyone interested in those types of movies. And for those who don't really care for the gore factor, there's certainly none in this movie. So if you're looking for a horror movie, but don't really care for any gore, blood, guts kind of thing, this is definitely the movie for you. Very short runtime, only at 90 minutes, so it's a quick watch, but it is easily digestible. And for me, I started, finished it, and I couldn't even tell that the time had elapsed because it had captured me so much. With such a pretty basic premise, not a huge cast because it's got a small focus as far as the scope of the movie, but absolutely one that I'd suggest, absolutely one that I will be watching again to see if I, catch anything, kind of like a couple Stephen King nods here and there to a couple of his books and movies. So, funny enough, this was actually a movie that Stephen King put his stamp of approval on. And if you know anything about Stephen King, he's not really crazy about his books being adapted into movies and their movie adaptations. So to say that a horror movie was good for him, I feel like kind of bears a lot of weight as well for those who are horror fans. Would love for you to take a watch of the movie if you haven't seen it already, and if you have, let me know what you think. I know people love Sarah Paulson, so probably have given this a shot quite a few times. And if you have, I'd love to hear what you think. And if there's any other movies or even types of movies you'd like to see me review, any questions you might have, or just some comments, I'd love to hear back from you. And I appreciate you giving me a couple minutes to tell you about this movie. Thank you.